Hey everybody, it's Kelly, and today I am not going to be using a photo for my layout. I'm going to be using this page from a coloring book, and this is the first photo or picture that my grandson ever colored for me. This was a couple of years ago when I had him overnight. He did this for me. So I've had this hanging on my refrigerator for a while, and I've been clearing things off, and I decided that I wanted to document this, that someday it might be fun to see, for him to see one of his first coloring efforts. So I'm using mostly papers and embellishments from the Chamel's Box of Crayons line, and I'll let you know when it is not. So that paper that I just backed the coloring page with, that blue polka dot, is the All the Things paper from Box of Crayons. And then the dot paper that I just cut the border strip off that I'm going to use as my background there is the writer's block paper. Now Chamel did a little challenge for National Scrapbook Day to scrap a rainbow. So I'm considering this, that, you know, the paper is kind of rainbow colors. I'm using a rainbow of letters, and then I'm actually going to put a rainbow on this layout with the crayons and an actual rainbow. So anyway, I'm working on my title right now, and those are the crayon box. That's the crayon box stickers alpha that comes with the line. And if you've ever watched me before, you know if I have an alpha like this, I have a very hard time creating a multicolored alpha or title. Normally what I'll do is just use like all one color, but I loved how this looked, that it was multicolored because it's a coloring page. And originally I was going to do this title as the word create, and now I'm kind of looking at that, and I do like the spacing of where that's sitting. I'm using my Thicker's Guide to do that. But then I decided I wanted it to maybe be a little bit longer, and I thought maybe what I would do is do the title You Create or You Created. So what I'm doing at the moment is I'm just adding the word you on, and I figured that what I could do was just, you know, I'll know where the C is right now, and I can just start the Y there and make that work. And the C for create will still be on there, so I'll be able to kind of get the spacing right. It will still be on that Thicker's Guide. So, and I'm playing around a little bit with colors so I can get the colors I don't want them even, but I want them all represented. And I thought that the word you started looking a little pastel, but I looked at changing some of those letters out and it just didn't work very well. So kind of that's how this landed. All right, and then I am going to use that little crayon die cut as my journaling spot, and that is from the die cut pack from the Box of Crayons collection, as is that paintbrush and the word create that I've just put kind of down on the right side of the paper. And then I also have these 3 crayons, so those are from that die cut set as well. I'm trying to decide what to do with them. And I kind of like the arrangement that I have them in, so I decided to just glue them down since I like that arrangement. Also on the bottom there, the one item that was not from Box of Crayons is that wood veneer crayon there. I had one of those left from Freckled Fawn, and I thought I still had at least one left when I went to my wood veneers. I found it, so I thought, well, boy, this is a perfect page to use that on, so I'll do that. And now I'm thinking I'm going to put those crayons up there on the left side of the title there. And so if I'm going to do that, I'm kind of looking at how the title then lays down there. And I am putting the title on the page, and this page probably will fade, but you know, it is what it is. I don't have any more archival mist. I need to get some more. but I decided I was just going to put the title down on that. There's nothing that important that I can't cover it at the top of that page. I even covered a little bit of the tire there that he colored on the left side. All right, so I'm just getting that title down. I'm so proud of myself for actually using a multicolored title here. I'll do it when I have letter stickers, like, you know, I could, if I had a subtitle under there, which I am going to do a subtitle, but I could do it that way, or I do it that way sometimes, where like the title would be all one thing and then the subtitle would be another, or part of the title would be one thing and the subtitle would be another, but rarely do I actually create it with different letters. So I'm going to get that journaling card down, and now the paper here is kind of an off-white, but it's not as creamy as the journaling card or the Create is. But I'm okay with that. I think it actually works pretty well. And then I just glued that down, and I'm going to stick the paintbrush underneath. And, you know, he's obviously not painting here, but I like the idea of what he's doing. You know, that he's coloring, or has colored this for me, I should say. And then I like the word Create down there too. It's just another, and I didn't have a ton to say about this, so I thought that took up some space pretty nicely on the journaling card. I pulled a couple of die cuts first that I thought might work, and I'm going to do something here and break a rule. Normally I always talk about how you want the items looking into the page, not off the page, and I just made that chameleon look off the page. Now I'm not quite sure, but that still worked in my mind on this layout. I think because he's just sitting right under the crayons, he's not completely off. But normally I absolutely wouldn't have done that. But he's so cute, and he's got that little rainbow back that I decided I was going to put him on that way. I'm just getting all the stuff glued down here. All right, and then I decide I'm going to use this rainbow. I was unsure about it because that rainbow is pretty white in relation to all the cream on the page, but I decided to go for it, and I just mixed it in. And really, there's a little bit of white in that paintbrush as well, so I think that helps that I'm combining the cream and white there. So now I'm just looking through the stickers, the sticker folder that comes in this particular collection. And they're nice. I love these versus the old books that they used to use. So I kind of played with putting a paintbrush up there, but it was really small in relation to the crayon, so I decided not to do that. And then I see the crayons up here and think it would be nice to get another texture up there. So I add the stickers on top of the die cuts. So you get the more shiny sticker on top of the die cuts. I think that turns out really cute. That was not kind of in my mind to do that, but once I saw them, I really decided I liked it. And I liked how it filled up a little bit more of that space. And here's where I literally do sort of stick the sticker right over the top of part of what he colored, but it's not that big of a deal. Then I went to the enamel dots for the collection, and I'm going to add a star, or 3 stars actually, one in the top cluster and then 2 in the bottom clusters, and that's just bringing in some more color. Like I thought I wanted to bring in a little bit more aqua and some orange, because that orange wasn't appearing quite so much. It's in one of the crayons, but in the rainbow, and a couple of the crayons in the rainbows, but it's not figuring very prominently. A little bit in the title, I guess that's helped. So then I have the letter stickers that come from that sticker folder here, and I was trying to decide, I was thinking about using them, and I thought that there was kind of like a bunch of blank space below the crayon. And it might be nice if I use some of these as like a little subtitle to take that space up. And you see me doing that right here. And again, I'm going to use one font, but I'm going to use multicolored letters here. It's, for some reason this works for me because it's a layout about crayons and it's very bright. I do love this collection. It's so cute. If you don't have it and you can find any of it, get it, because it's just darling. Perfect for lots of different things, but definitely scrapbooking kids. It's a lot of really great colors for kids. And I'm just kind of looking at, you know, what I'm doing is I'm adding the words "for me" in the bottom, so it's "you created for me." I'm just kind of like looking because not all the letters are in all the colors. It kind of is a little rainbow effect. All right, here's the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you guys are well. I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye.